Have you ever wondered how a nation can change its identity practically overnight? The French Revolution, a momentous period in the late 18th century, gives us a fascinating snapshot of this very phenomenon. This was a time when France was steeped in economic turmoil, with a vast populace grappling with poverty and famine. The social structure, too, was under strain. The bourgeoisie, the commoners, were chafing under the weight of oppressive taxation, while the aristocracy and the clergy reveled in their privileges. It was clear, change was inevitable, but the revolutionaries had a bigger vision. They sought to create a sense of collective identity among the French people. They wanted to rally the masses, unite them under a common banner, a shared identity that was uniquely French. This was not just a struggle for power or resources, it was a bid to redefine what it meant to be French. The stage was set, a revolution was brewing, and it was about to reshape France's identity. So, how did the revolutionaries manage to create a unified French identity? First and foremost, they abolished feudalism, a deeply entrenched system that had divided the French society into lords and serfs for centuries. By doing away with this system, they signaled the end of aristocratic privileges and paved the way for a society based on equality. Following this, they adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. This was a critical move. The Declaration, inspired by liberal and democratic principles, asserted the equality of all men and introduced concepts like freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom from arbitrary arrest. Next, they transformed the church. The revolutionaries brought the church under state control, reducing its influence and power. This was a significant step towards secularization, further strengthening the principle of equality. Then came the introduction of a new calendar. The Gregorian calendar was replaced with the French Republican calendar, which was seen as a way to break free from the old order and establish a new temporal rhythm that was uniquely French. Lastly, they promoted the French language. They made French the common language of the nation, uniting the diverse dialects spoken across the country. These steps were not just political maneuvers, they were the building blocks of a new French identity. The French Revolution was not an isolated event. It left a lasting imprint on the nation's identity. The revolutionaries' bold steps, such as the introduction of a national system of education, the use of French as the official language, and the celebration of new cultural symbols, forged a collective French identity that has endured over centuries. These actions not only reshaped France, but also inspired other nations worldwide. The French Revolution serves as a powerful reminder of how a nation can redefine itself through revolutionary action.